Kai Arnö, the CEO of MariaDB Foundation, and with me together I have Michal Schorm of Red Hat and Fedora. Hi and welcome, Michal.
Hello.
So you are the so-called maintainer of MariaDB. I suppose at both Red Hat and Fedora. So what exactly does that mean?
Right. So being a maintainer of the packages in the Linux distributions, such as Fedora, CentOS Stream, or Red Hat Enterprise Linux, means taking care that the source code that the MariaDB developers produce is compiled and put in the form of installable packages, so the users can install them and use them. Also, that means that the bug reports and issues from the users are coming back to me, so I'm dealing with them. That's an important part. And the last part would be a focus on developing the way we are doing the things, trying to innovate a bit on the packaging in general.
So that means that you have quite a lot to do with MariaDB, MariaDB Server, MariaDB Foundation, and so on. So what is your view of MariaDB?
Right. Right now it will be a bit over 8 years. I'm the package maintainer of MariaDB packages in Fedora, and for the whole duration, I'm more than satisfied with how the MariaDB community works and reacts. There are always kind people when I come to help, either through mailing list, the Zulip chat, or whatever. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Usually, when you say MariaDB, it to me means a solid community that is open to help you when you need it.
That's something that's very, very pleasing to hear. So specifically now, what's the version of MariaDB that you are distributing?
At this moment, we have the MariaDB 10.11, and I'm actively looking at the later versions. The MariaDB 10.11 is not the latest LTS that is available at the moment, but we have some strategy to start packing the new version.
And our newest version that we have announced as being long-term support is 11.8. So I hope that's the one that you're looking at migrating towards.
Exactly. Most likely it will be this version. We are looking forward to the vector storage as well as other features. And
I'm happy to note that 11.8 has vector. So really, really looking forward to having Red Hat distribute MariaDB vector. So you seem fairly happy or quite happy with what we're doing, but I'm sure there are things that we could do better in documentation or in specification or anywhere. So now this is your chance to come with a wish list, and not only we are listening, but the world is listening. So what can we do better?
Oh, right. That's the right question. Actually, we've met in Brussels about a month before, and I used that event to meet a lot of people from the MariaDB community. So I discussed a number of ideas I brought there with the specific people. One of the ideas was regarding the documentation, where the main idea was that instead of me trying to create the documentation articles and texts, it might be better for the people directly from the MariaDB community, the the people who knows best how the software should be used to come with the ideas what should be the best topics to cover in the documentation, and what should be the best strategies we should advertise, for example, as backup solutions and so on.
So let me be clear here that the documentation you're talking about now is sort of Red Hat specific, MariaDB specific documentation. It's not our knowledge base as such that you're talking about. Am I right?
Yes, I'm not talking about the MariaDB upstream knowledge base, but the documentation isn't necessarily Red Hat specific. We have pieces of documentation for the Red Hat Enterprise Linux, which might use some innovation too, but there are also pieces of text everywhere around the Fedora space and so on. So I brought together a list of at least some of those, so we can begin somewhere.
I can tell you, confirm to you that I received that list. You sent it over Zulip, our direct chat service. So that's a great way to contact us, and we're listening. And I will compile that and turn it into action items. Any other requests for us at MariaDB Foundation?
One of the other things I came with was talking about the test suite and trying to maybe integrate the results of the static analyzers. I got the results from the static analyzers with every bit built I do in Red Hat, and there are some interesting pieces that are worth looking at. So I was talking with some other people that it might be possible to integrate the static analysis into the testing, for example, in the GitHub pull request to MariaDB codebase and so on.
Cool. Hey, you have lots of improvement suggestions that are based on your 8 years of experience. So we're definitely keen on listening to you. So we hope to get many more pieces of advice from you in the future. But for the purposes of this interview, thanks a lot. Thanks, Michal Schorm, maintainer of MariaDB at Red Hat and Fedora.
Okay, happy to be here.